Hello, my peeps. I thought I would give an apocalypse update, which of course involves more than just normal stuff. Talks about boring, mundane stuff. First, you guys know that on this channel I don't normally go into the political, but I do want to point out that there are people that are going to, to the polls. It's the Illuminati. They don't want me to talk. They've got me. They've got me. Oh, God. People are going to the polls after having received their ballot by mail and asking for their ballot. And the one I saw, one in particular that I saw was a Republican. She said she had her ballot. She went to the poll to vote in person and asked for her Republican ballot. And on her Republican ballot, there were no state choices. It was all federal. And she's like, wait a minute, where's my state? And they said that you don't have that. And so she did not fill out that ballot. She went home, got her mail-in ballot, came back with that mail-in ballot, and all of a sudden, magically, her polling place found the right ballot. Now, for me, the last time we had an election in this town was local, and I had done my research and looked online, and you're not required to have your ballot only for your registered party, which is great, because I am a registered libertarian, but if I want to vote Democrat or Republican, I can ask for those ballots here. And I asked for my libertarian into ballot because out of everybody on all sides I had looked at, there was only one guy that I liked and I wanted to vote for him. And they told me there was no such thing, and so I was forced to choose. And when I got home, I looked, and yes, there was such a thing. I had been lied to. So just be aware that this tactic is happening right now and that others are starting to have it happen. I mean, with me, it could have just been in my town, but other people in other areas are starting to see this happening, so it's no longer just my town if it ever was. And be prepared, be knowledgeable, be prepared. And by the way, I don't know the numbers off my top of my head, but there are phone numbers you can call to report this kind of voter fraud. And I couldn't find them last time. Don't think I won't do it again, Illinois. Don't think I won't. Anyway, I wanted to show off this. This is the back to Hammer Space cards for the RBT game that goes with the Akashic and the Heavenly Bride and anything else World Akashic. And I had put out 8 little cards, and it's now at Drive-Thru RPG. And I've got them as a PDF while I wait for the print files to be approved by the printer. And you know, you can pay what you want, so that means that literally everybody that's gotten them so far has paid nothing. But at least I know that there are people playing this game. Apparently a lot of people playing my little game that me and my hubby, well, hubby helped, but yes, that me and the hubby put out. You know, that I work a lot and write a lot and have put a lot of elbow grease on also that I can have a working system so that I can write fighting sequences for the comics. That I'm pretty proud about this, and I wanted to tell you the story. And I've already shared it on Instagram, but it's more fun this way because I get to show it to you. With Drive-Thru RPG, I was getting started with setting up, and I could have just followed the specs and set up a file, but I wanted to use one of their templates to make sure I get it correct. But their templates are for a 2 new version of Photoshop and InDesign. I have CS2, legally I might add. And as in I own it, not I got it when they were giving it away for free. I actually have it registered in my account, own it. And I'm sorry, but I can't justify the highway robbery of newer versions when people won't even give me 50 cents for my hard work. So I asked them, hey, is there any way, is it possible to get a template for CS2? Because whether you know it or not, there are a lot of people out there who try to be honest, as I do, that only have CS2, that don't agree with paying $500, you know, or 1,000 or 3,000, depending on what they're going for. And the response from, I'm going to quote, that was like 17 years ago. That whole, you've got to keep everything updated and kill everything, even if, you know, if it works, break it anyway mentality of today, for where, you know, where the companies want you to keep buying their upgrades and whatever. That lovely mentality. I am running running on Windows 10 and CS2 still works. And this made me feel just a little ornery, so I built this entire cover. The lettering and everything in CS2, where I normally would have used my latest version of Paint Shop Pro. But, you know, I just felt like there needed to be a little bit of CS2 going on here. And I think it looks great for something from like 17 years ago. I'm gonna be laughing about that for years. Anyway, I'm pretty pleased with the cards. They're only a supplement to the RBT game. You actually do not need to get these cards to play. They're just kind of something cool and fun to have. As a matter of fact, I set up the whole entire gaming system so that it's free and you can just make everything yourself and do whatever you want. And you know, it's for free. Download it at Drive-Thru RPG. This pack, is pay what you want, and I'm getting ready to make another pack that will be it until the end of the next chapter of Akashic, and then I will put out more. But so I'm going to make this one a little bit larger pack, and it will be, you need to purchase it, because you know the comic has to pay for itself. Bandwidth ain't cheap. So anyway, that was just something I wanted to show off. I can't think of anything else apocalypse-wise to update you on. With Akashic Chapter 1 wrapping up, I do get wrapped up in that, and so everything gets set to the side, and now I've got to go start picking up the pieces. The way I have mentioned my schedule about how I was going to pick up the Heavenly Bride again when I hit this point, so that's about to start. My desk, because Heavenly Bride is kind of a traced, hand-drawn blend situation, and so I've got some stuff on the desk. I've got to clear it off today and get it prepared. Be prepared! So there is that fun stuff going on, and we'll see how it goes from there. Don't you? I'm enjoying myself, and I hope you're enjoying yourself. That's all I can say. I don't have any other updates unless you want to talk about weight loss, face yoga. You want to talk about face yoga? Okay, when I put on my makeup today, I made sure to brush up. Always brush up. Try not to brush down. Even if you're 20, brush up. As a matter of fact, do this once in a while, and it helps because it teaches your body to go back in shape. When you're smiling, really smile, because that gets these muscles going. Yeah, face yoga, face yoga, face yoga. Alright, I'm done. I'm going to go back to work, guys. As soon as I hit click.